everyone. Today I want to talk to you about taking off our clothes.
Oh, hell no!
Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about taking off our clothes as activists, posing in the nude, and getting money for it.
Excuse me, what? What? Go on. What are you really going to do?
And whether that is a good thing for veganism or not.
Don't see how that's a positive, but today I do not know how to do an intro to that. That was weird.
I want you guys to let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this issue. I'm very curious. To be honest with you, I don't really know exactly how I feel about it. On the one hand, I am a strong feminist. I've always been for equal rights. I've fought for them for ages. And that includes the right for women to do whatever they want with their bodies.
By the way, indecent exposure is still a crime. You can't just do that. You know, there's kids outside. That's how you get a ticket to jail, you know.
On the other hand, it seems very depressing and sad and somehow wrong that animal rights activists feel that they have to take off their clothes and pose in the nude in order to get enough money to be able to pay the rent, pay their internet bill, buy themselves some food, have a roof over their heads in order to be able to work to save the billions of animals on this planet who are...
What is she talking about? Who is doing that? I've no clue what she's talking about, bro. This makes no sense.
Suffering. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I have been told myself that I should do an OnlyFans, that there are all kinds of crazy people out there who would pay money to see close-ups of my toes. Personally, I find that really bizarre, and it's not something that interests me. But should we look down on women who do this? Or
Maybe we shouldn't be encouraging this as a job. Like, this shouldn't be a job, really. It's just weird. And is she recommending that vegans should start an OnlyFans so that I can't, what? So they can make money to keep supporting the animals? You're gonna twist it like that? There's other ways to get money, like getting a job, you know?
Or should we think to ourselves, well, they can do whatever they want with their bodies. And in fact, isn't it one of the most amazing things that they are willing to expose themselves so much in order to get money to be able to do something that they feel very passionately about? What do you think about this issue? When I was early in my 30s and I had my kids, we found out that there was this camp, this Unitarian camp, where they had a nude beach and where kids would go and where adults would go and everybody...
What? Is that even legal? Can kids just roam around? Like, that's weird. That feels like predatorial. Like, stop. Keep your clothes on.
Everybody just kind of went. It was a very small nude beach on this pond, and there was at the other end of it, there was a clothing only beach. So it was optional. And at the time, you know, when kids are little, they often play without their bathing suits on in the sand. And I thought to myself, well, if everybody else is doing it, I guess it's all right.
Ma'am, you are how old? Like 80s?
And so we let the kids decide if they wanted to have their bathing suits on or not. And for the most part, they kind of wanted them on. You know, they liked their bathing suits, and that was fine. But at the same time, there were also some adults there, even grown men, you know, old kind of hippies, and they were lying there reading a book, and they were all flopped out, and all
The fact that this woman is this desperate for attention that I am currently giving her, but That's besides the point. She's so down bad for attention. It's honestly sad because there is no world where you think this and think it's right and that it's okay. This makes no sense.
Bodies with all the scars and the tattoos and the fat people, skinny people, old people, every kind of body you could imagine on the beach. Not that many, don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter was that this was a very kind of cool place. I mean, there was nothing creepy about it. It was just sort of more or less just, okay, you get to the beach and you just take off your clothes and you lie down and you read a book, and next thing you know, you're lying sideways and chatting to somebody. And it didn't seem like there was anything sexual going on. So I had exposed to my children to that when they were little, and
What?
they never had any bad consequences from this. So on the one hand, nudity is kind of normal. Not kind of. I mean, it is normal and there's nothing wrong with it. On the other hand, we all know that there is so much pornography out there right now and so many crazy people who are addicted to it, and there's child pornography. And so, to be honest with you, I don't think I would recommend taking kids to beaches like this anymore, because you never know who's hiding around and taking a picture. This was a very secluded place and everybody trusted each other, and this was already like 30 years ago. Today it's a
What is I'm so confused about what points he's trying to get across here because it's not landing well. I She said she took her kid to a very strange place and then decided, yeah, that's not good anymore, but my children are fine. We don't even know what her children look like or where they are, so we don't know.
completely different world, and anything that is out there is out there forever. So if you're an animal rights activist and you really need money, how do you feel about having an only
No, 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 no. How do you feel about getting a job? Help pay the bills.
OnlyFans? Now I know several people who have OnlyFans and they make quite a lot of money there.
Okay, Katie, aren't you like old? Like how many people do you know? How old are your friends?
And they have these women also brought in their boyfriends to do the same thing, to take off their clothes, to be intimate with them, and they don't really care who sees it, because to them it's like no different than eating food or brushing your teeth. It's just a thing that people do, and we need to get over it. But is it that simple? Do you get over it, or do you become addicted to it to such a degree that that's all you think about, and then your own personal relationship is not healthy, let's say, if you're addicted to it? I mean, in all honesty, the people that I know who are engaged in this, the couples that I know, seem to have pretty good relationships with the person that they're with. I don't believe that they are sleeping with other people. I think that they are just with each other. At least that's what I heard. They're monogamous. But still, everybody knows every inch of their bodies if you want to go there and see it. And it's pretty intimate and it's pretty interesting. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's sad that women have to take off their clothes in order to save the animals?
First of all, they're taking off their clothes for money, not to save the animals. I don't know how you got that all messed up and backwards. But I do think that it's wrong that they have to do that in general. Well, to be fair, no one's forcing them to. They're actively choosing to do that. And I think that's also wrong. That shouldn't be like, oh, it's easy. The second I get out of high school, I'm just going to do this. And like, that shouldn't be a path that people want to go down. You know, you're selling your soul for money. You'll never get a job because the second they look up your name and find out you have an OF, they're gonna not hire you. You're ruining your life.
Or do you think it is a heroic kind of thing to do? Because if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be able to have enough money to pay their bills, and they wouldn't have the free time.
Well, they could get a job, like most people.
In order to be able to buy the equipment and go to the different protests and spend the time editing and filming, which is a huge amount of time. I know.
Okay, she's just making an excuse to start an OF. That's all she's doing. If she pops out with one within the next like 5 days, this is what this video is for, because there's no way you're making this video for no reason, bro. All this time editing and filming, just say you want money, or you're running out of money or something. And if you are running out of money, Katie, McDonald's is always hiring.
Because I'm already spending every waking moment doing activism. But I'm lucky because I'm in a relationship where I have a partner who is able to help with the bills. And also I worked for many years. I'm already older. And so I'm able to have the free time to do this. Young people don't always have that. So let me know what you think. What do you think about people who take their clothes off in order to make money, in order to be able to defend the animals?
They're not doing it to defend the animals. You have it so backwards. It's honestly upsetting.